Welcome to Secrets of the Past. This is World War II in 5 minutes. World War II is generally considered to have begun on the 1st of September 1939 when Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. On the 3rd of September, the United Kingdom and France declared war on Germany. Under the August 1939 Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Germany and the Soviet Union partitioned Poland and established spheres of influence in Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania and Romania. On the 10th of May 1940, Germany began an offensive against France. To avoid the fortified Maginot Line on the Franco-German border, Germany launched an invasion on the neutral nations of Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg. The Germans pulled out a flanking manoeuvre through the Ardennes area, which the Allies mistook for an impenetrable natural barrier against armoured vehicles. The Wehrmacht quickly surged across and cut off the Allied troops in Belgium, trapping the majority of the Allied soldiers in a cauldron on the Franco-Belgian border near Lille. By early June, the United Kingdom had evacuated a considerable number of Allied troops off the continent, despite abandoning practically all of their equipment. Italy attacked France on the 10th of June, declaring war on both France and the United Kingdom. The Germans turned south against the weaker French army, and on the 14th of June, Paris surrendered to them. France signed an armistice with Germany 8 days later. It was divided between German and Italian occupation zones and an unoccupied rump state under the Vichy regime, which was neutral and linked with Germany. France retained her navy, which the United Kingdom assaulted on the 3rd of July in an attempt to prevent Germany from seizing it. By 1941, Germany controlled most of continental Europe. Having formed the Axis alliance with Italy and Japan, the war was now primarily fought between the European Axis powers and the British Empire, with the conflict in the Balkans, the aerial Battle of Britain and the Blitz, and the Battle of the Atlantic. In Operation Barbarossa, Germany attacked the Soviet Union on the 2nd of June 1941, establishing the Eastern Front, the world's largest land theatre of war. During the summer, the Axis made significant gains into Soviet territory, inflicting massive losses on the Russians. While their advance was eventually slowed and halted by the Russians, counter-offensive were defeated by the Germans and they were able to hold their territorial gains. Japan, which sought to control Asia and the Pacific, was at war with the Republic of China since 1937. In December 1941, Japan launched near simultaneous offensives against the Southeast Asia and the Central Pacific, including an attack on the US fleet at Pearl Harbor, prompting the United States to declare war on Japan. As a result, the European Axis nations declared war on the United States in unison. Japan quickly took most of the Western Pacific, but its gains were halted in 1942 after losing the vital Battle of Midway. In 1943, the Germans were eventually defeated at Stalingrad, and with the failed offensive at Kursk, where the largest tank battle in history took place, the Allied invasions of Sicily and the Italian peninsula, and the Allied offensives in the Pacific, the Axis powers lost the initiative and were pushed into a strategic retreat on all fronts. The Western Allies attacked the German-occupied France in 1944, while the Soviet Union reclaimed its territorial losses and turned its attention to Germany and her allies. Japan experienced setbacks in mainland Asia between 1944 and 1945, while the Allies damaged the Japanese navy and took important Western Pacific islands. The liberation of German-occupied regions, as well as the invasion of Germany by the Western Allies and the Soviet Union, culminated in the fall of Berlin to the Red Army, Hitler's death, and the German unconditional surrender on the 8th of May 1945. Following the Potsdam Declaration by the Allies on the 26th of July 1945, and Japan's rejection to surrender on its terms, the United States detonated the first atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima on the 6th of August 1945 and Nagasaki on the 9th of August 1945. Faced with an impending invasion of the Japanese archipelago, the possibility of additional atomic bombings, and the Soviet Union's declared entry into the war against Japan on the eve of invading Manchuria, Japan declared its intention to surrender on the 15th of August 1945, then signed the surrender document on the 2nd of September 1945, ensuring total victory in Asia for the Allies. World War II was by far the deadliest conflict in human history, with 70 to 85 million people killed, with the majority of them being civilians. Germany and Japan were occupied following the Axis defeat, and war crimes tribunals were held against the German and Japanese leaders. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.